Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the 13th of February 2017. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. The cards today, I don't like to follow themes on each week, okay? And that's why I use different cards as well, because they talk in a different way. But still a little bit of a theme, But like I say, we're still feeling the moon's energy, and we will until we have the solar eclipse in 2 weeks' time. But I like these cards. There's a lovely feeling coming through with them as well. I'm using today, sorry, I was just going to say that, I'm using today the Gilded Tarot, which are a fantastic deck, and I read with these all the time, as you can see, because they're really worn. But the card that we have for today is the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is a funny card because there's always a tinge of sadness around it, But it's like, this is where you have done your soul searching, you've done your thinking, you've looked at everything, and you know that you're not happy. Not that you're unhappy, but this card is about, like, it's a knowing that there's something more out there, knowing that life has something more to offer you, and actually going on this quest for fulfillment, and it's whenever we head out on the path to our dreams, really, it's sort of, we do have to leave stuff behind, and there is a sadness here, but it's like, what this card is saying, if we have a look at the mole there, it's like you can't bury your head in the sand anymore. You can't just dig your head under and just say, right, okay, this is it, I'm putting up with it. There is something that's happened, and I don't know, this could have been around this moon, because like I say, although it was a gentle moon, I feel it was quite powerful, So it was like a bit of a peaceful warrior moon, I feel. And it's like something has made you actually sit up and listen and think, you know what, I deserve more from life, and I am going to go after it, And the thing is, there could be fear linked with this as well, because we have the moon very big there, the moon is very large in that image. But if the way he's standing it, it's sort of like he is talking to the moon, and it's sort of like he's asking the moon, will you guide my way? So this is why I'm talking about the moon a lot, because I do feel that the moon is your friend. I said this last week, didn't I? Don't be scared of the moon. The moon is your friend at the moment. And what I'm seeing here, it's like the grass seems to be there. The grass is just big, and it's like grown over, and it's outgrown and overgrown, they're saying, So this is it. It's about going on the quest of your, bit like the Holy Grail, I think, going off and find, right, okay, what will make me happy? What is it I really want out of life? And you might not even know, but you will find it on the way, you will stumble across it. But it's about this journey, I feel, that's more important. It's about actually setting forth, like on a voyage of discovery, right? Okay, you know how, like, was it Christopher Columbus they're showing me there, and he set off on this voyage of discovery, and he found America. I wonder what he would think if he found it now. Right? Okay, I'm not getting into that because I'm not getting political. I said I wasn't going to, but yeah, with this card, it's like, there may be a few clouds around. There is a little bit fear, but it's like, in your heart of hearts, in your soul, that if you stay if your life stays the same as it is now, you are sort of putting up with it. That's it. You've got to shut up and you've got to put up. That's it, Really funny. I actually went out for lunch yesterday with an old ex of mine, and I've never seen him for years, and it was really nice to catch up, and we sort of, a lot of things got cleared up as well, which was really nice. When emotions aren't in it, it's very easy to talk. And he was saying to me about his situation now, and he said, well, you know, I'm 50-year-old now, and you know, I'm settled. And I said, are you happy? And he went, no. And he said, I don't love, you know, who I'm with neither. But, you know, this is what you do when you get old. And I was like, right, okay, if you didn't know how old you were, how old would you be? And they went, definitely not 50. I said, so what are you doing? You know, you've like, you know, you've sort of put yourself out to die, you know, when you get these old horses and you put them out to pasture. I said, what are you doing with that, you know? And he, oh, if I won the lottery, I'd be off. I'd be off that day. And I said, so do you not think you owe it to yourself and the person that you're with to actually sort of, you know, like end this and go out in search of your fulfillment, you know? So it was quite interesting. And when I'm looking at this card, it's like, yeah, you know, you could, that's sort of the two choices. You either put yourself out to pasture and think, right, okay, that's it, you know, I've had my time and I'm just going to settle with what's here. Or you say, you know what, I'm, you know, like I say, he was 50, but he's like, you know, 50 years young and I am going to go out, you know, that's only middle-aged in this day and age, you know. And now think of what you know and think of what you've learned. So this is what this card is saying, you know. It's about, you know, don't die before you're dead. That's what they're bringing out there. Are you living a life? Are you living a life that exhilarates you, that thrills you? Do you have dreams? Do you get excited by the prospect of the future? Or do you look at the future and think, yeah, same old, you know? And that's it. And this is what this card is saying. The guy in this card has realized this, and he knows he cannot do that. You know, he knows he cannot do this. So this is taking this step into the unknown, into the uncharted, you know, no map or whatever. He has his staff there, you know, which is the support from spirit. He has these feathers in his cap. So this is saying, you know, he's strong enough to do this. His cloak that's around him is purple. So this is saying, you know, divine guidance, you know, the divine will be your guide. So yes, so you will be shown the way. That's it. You know, you will be shown the way. If you follow your intuition, you know, and follow your heart, you will find this holy grail. You will find, you know, what you've been searching for. You know, it's there. So please don't let the fear get in around this, because like I say, this guy is scared. You know, he's looking at the moon. He's a little scared, but he's not letting it stop him. He's feeling the fear and doing it anyway, because fear keeps you stuck. I say this all the time, you know, and that's it. So he is either, if he lets this fear come in, this rut that he's stuck in is where he will stay. That's it. So it's like I say, the choice is yours, but I do feel the moon may have brought up a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking, a lot of ideas, so to speak. I really feel the moon has been planting these. Like I've said, listen to your dreams, you know, take note of your dreams over, well, I said it last weekend, and, you know, still do that, because this is where your unconscious is actually talking to you. So as much as, like I say, it's a sort of walking away card, it's a walking into your chance of fulfillment. So that's it. You know, it's you either put up and shut up, you know, and stay where you are, or you say, you know what, I've still got a lot of years life left in me yet, you know, and that's it. I'm actually going to live them in a fulfilling way, in an authentic way, and in a way where I will experience, you know, I will have experiences. Yeah, that's what they're saying. That was right, experience. You will have experiences, you know, because that is it. Life is meant to be lived, you know, and if you have the same Groundhog Day all of the time, you never have any new experiences, and you live in the past because you live in the nostalgia of what was. But this card is saying, no, it's not about what was, it's about what will be. You know, if you've got amazing memories from the past or whatever, you know, then go out and make new ones. Go out and make more. You know that it can happen. You know, rather than sitting thinking and looking behind you, look ahead and see what you could have. You know, so this is what this card is saying. Now, when I came to the Osho card, 2 fell out. So we've got 2, both very different, but both similar as well. Now, what's unusual with this is a card called Innocence, and it's number 19, which in the normal tarot deck is the Sun, which the Sun is the most powerful card in the pack. And what happens in the Sun, what's normally the picture, is there's like a naked child on a white horse, and they're heading towards the sun. And remember, once the daylight comes, that sun, that where that moon is actually going to be the sun, and he is staring straight at it. You know, it's like staring at the sun here, you know. So this is the Sun card. So there's a positivity around this. There's a freeness. There's an innocence. And if we have a look, there's that like old guy here, right? But look at him. He looks quite childlike. He looks quite, you know, like fun. It's like, yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind hanging out with you. And he's sort of playing with that like praying mantis, that grasshopper, you know, sort of on his hand, like a kid does, you know. It's like fascinated by it. And what I got with this when I first pulled this card is, can you remember, I think Jiminy Cricket was like the cricket, wasn't he? And he was the one on the shoulder all the time who was giving Dumbo the strength and giving Dumbo, he was sort of like his soul, he was giving him encouragement. So this card is saying there's a lot of encouragement. When you take away fear, when you actually just be in innocence and be with your thoughts, you will realize how wise you are. Because look at that guy, he knows his shit, you know. And then what we've got is this cherry blossom, and this cherry blossom is about something blossoming. I've said this before, cherry blossom trees are like sort of, you know, they're linked with the samurai warriors, you know, and they're very, very strong, but their petals are very delicate as well. And when I looked at this, the petals that are falling around him here and falling on his head, when I first looked, they look like fairies, you know. So it's like, what do fairies do? Fairies come and sprinkle fairy dust over you and everything's all nice and everything turns lovely. So this is what this card is saying. Once you take away any fear, once you clear your mind, when you're coming from a place of innocence, you know, which is what this guy's doing, you know, there is nothing wrong with actually wanting to live a life that is, you know, where you get fulfillment, you know. I mean, it's our birthright. Too many people feel that they have to be a martyr within life. You know, that is absolute rubbish, you know. What do you want to do? Lie on your deathbed and say, oh yeah, I'm so pleased that I lived my life for other people, you know, and I'm so pleased that I lived in the past. It's like, no, I'm so pleased that I went out and I experienced things and that I have all of these memories, and I know I'm going to die and I'm lying on my deathbed and I haven't really got a bucket list because I've ticked everything off. You know, it's not a make-believe. I made them reality. And this is what this card is saying. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. And it's like he is his own master. You know, he's like I say, he's sort of a Zen master there. He's tackled his thoughts. He's came into a place of enlightenment. And they're saying there, entitled. You are entitled to enlightenment. So entitled means, yeah, you've got to got it. You know, you've got to get it. Got to get it. So yeah, this is it. You are entitled to be enlightened. I think I'm going to get that put on a t-shirt. You know, if anybody wants to buy one, give me a shout. I might get some printed. So yeah, this is a really, really lovely card. You know, and like I say, he's just, there's this innocence. There's this freedom that comes with it, and this is like about just letting everything go, you know, letting it go, feeling free again, feeling the tension that has been in your back and your shoulders and, you know, through carrying burdens and carrying baggage and carrying all of this, letting that go and actually just feeling this freeness, you know, which is beautiful. Now, what is lovely about the other card that came in is this is the Rebel, right? Now, the Rebel and this guy look very, very different, but they're actually pretty similar. And this Rebel, I really, really love him. He's sort of like, I always think he's like a punk hippie, do you know what I mean? He's got rock and roll in him as well, you know? That's it. I mean, that guy's probably sitting listening to to Mozart or something, or Vivaldi or something like that. You know, that's sort of his vibe. And this guy, you know, he's like I say, he's rock and roll. But what he's doing here is he's broken the chains of restriction, you know. Where he was restricted, he's fought against it. He's kicked back, you know. And this might be, you know, he's a freedom fighter. He's fighting for his freedom, you know. And like I've mentioned this before, when this card comes out, it's like some people could say that he's an anarchist, but he is saying he's an activist. He is fighting for the truth, you know. He is fighting for his truth and fighting for his life, really, you know, his entitlement to be enlightened. And if we have a look, he's got, you know, he's got this rainbow of colour in his hair as well, you know, and he's found his wings. This is it, you know, he's got his wings, and this is it. He knows that he can fly high, and, you know, and fly high and look on things and see them from, when you see them from a bird's eye view, everything looks very different, you know. So if you take yourself out of a situation, this is what you can see, you know. Now, the thing is, the eagle in this as well, as soon as I looked at this, I heard the song, and it's a song by Seal, and it's like, fly like an eagle, gonna let spirit carry me, I think it is. And this is what is happening. Spirit will carry him wherever he wants to go. And because he has made this decision that he is going on his spiritual path here, he is going down the spiritual path, you will find that spirit will be there to help you and support you, you know, because spirit love it, where spirit are with all of us, but spirit love it when people are not afraid, you know, when people are actually decide to live their truth, you know, to live authentically, you know, and to see the bigger picture. Spirit will push you all the way, you know, they will back you. It's like they will constantly give you encouragement. So this is saying that you can live a life that you only dreamed about. You just have to break free from these restrictions and actually walk away and head towards this holy grail as well, you know. So there's a lot of happiness in this. There's positivity. There's a real excitement as well. You know, there's a powerful, I mean, this card, it's like, he's not an emperor. He's not doing this to control. He's doing this to break control. This is why I like Osho cards different to the tarot, because in the tarot, this would be the emperor, where he's wanting to control everything, you know, and he's doing this to enforce his power. What he's doing is he is getting rid of the control in order to be powerful, you know. So any restrictions that he has had, he is no longer prepared to be restricted here, you know. And this, like I say, it's a very spiritual card, you know. This fire that he has here, this is like the light of his own truth as well, you know. And it's like he is using his unconscious as a guide, you know. And it's just beautiful, you know. I'm really, really liking it. He has the sun on his shoulder here as well. So this is saying, you know, this is like the sun's on his left shoulder, right shoulder there. You know, and this is showing that there is positivity wherever he's going as well. You know, so anything that was repressing, you know, it's kicking back. And this is what freedom fighters do. You know, they kick back against the system and they go on a quest for freedom. And that is what was coming in with those cards. I love the wings. I really love the wings on that. The Colette Baron Reid card that came out with this is Poised. And this is a great card, because what this is talking about is, it's look at her. She is ready to just take that leap. It's a bit like the Fool in tarot here. And like I say, you know, I mean, we've looked, there's wings in that one as well. But if we have a look at the wings that she has there, okay, and it's almost like the stars are her dreams in her hands. And she isn't looking ahead to where she's jumping. She's actually looking up to the heavens. So she is looking to spirit to guide her. In the same way when I said he's asking the moon here, and that he knows spirit will guide him once he makes this leap. and this innocence as well, where he is just feeling spirit, you know, and he's actually talking to the animals, you know, as well, because he realizes, you know, that they are as connected as what we are. So this is it. So she is just ready to jump in, take a big leap of faith, take a long run, a big leap of faith, and actually jump off that sort of, I don't know where she's been stuck. She's been stuck there, it looks like, because there's nothing around her, is it? So it's like, how was she there? Was she put there because she hasn't managed to get there herself? So was she put there? So it's like I say, she's just ready to jump off that, and I love it. It's, you can almost hear her go like, wee, you know, when you jump off a cliff when you're a kid. But she's wearing white there. And the white is the innocence, like we've talked about as well. But she's also got like ballerina shoes on. So what I'm getting here, it's like she's ready now to dance with life, but she is doing it with grace and poise. You know, there's no arguments, there's no craziness, there's no anything like that. It's just, it's graceful. And when you let go gracefully, this is when you surrender. And when you surrender, this is when spirit are there to catch you, and they will take you where you want to go. So I love those cards today. I really, really like them. Please let me know if you like them. There's a very calm feeling again, you know, the calm feeling that I mentioned at the weekend. That's sort of around, and it's like, you know, you are entitled to be enlightened. You know, that is, I really, really love that. I am going to get a t-shirt. I'm going to have to write that down because I will forget it. I've got a memory like Dory, I think it is, isn't it? The fish, I can't even remember. But yeah, I really love those cards, and I hope that was a message. But there's you know, you're never going to be as young as what you are today. So it's, you know, if you want to do something, go out and do it. You know, it's some people aren't actually given the privilege of growing old. Like I say, my mother was taken from us when she was 61, you know, in an accident. And that could happen to anybody, you know. People go at a lot of ages, so we never know when our clock's ticking. So the thing is, what we have to do is make the most of our time, you know, because it's a gift, you know. It is a gift to us, and it's up to us to live it in the way that we want it, you know. So I hope that made sense. I hope I didn't just waffle on there, but it was really, really nice, and that was the way they were coming through. It's different cards, and like I say, spirits aren't mischievous this week. They're quite mellow and chilled out. So, you know, hopefully they stay like that for the rest of the week. But have an absolutely fabulous day today. If anybody would like a reading with me, please get in touch via my Facebook page. There's a book now button, or via my website, and send an email. Readings are Skype, phone, email, or Facebook Messenger. Please be aware of the time difference as well, and please be aware that I don't work weekends. So I occasionally do readings on weekends, but you know, if you've sent me emails over the weekends or anything over the weekend or anything like that, I will get back to you today. But it you know, I've got a pile of them, so you know, don't worry, I will get them. But you know, I do give myself at least one day off. Okay, but have an absolutely fabulous start to the week. I really feel it's going to be a good week. There's see, like pushing through, just like the parting of waves. You know, this is what they're showing me. Just like making your way through a crowd. You know how, like, when you what's that? Sorry, they're showing me there. What's that video? I think it's either a Massive Attack or it's Richard Ashcroft, or both of them done the same, where they're just walking down the street and just banging into anybody that's going in the way, and it's not like they're just carrying on their path. And this is what I feel, you know. There's no like pushing and right, get out my way. It's just a gentle nudge and right, okay, move. I'm going this way. Right, okay. But anyway, that's how I feel this week's going to be. So I'll be back tomorrow with the cards of today. Sat Nam.